Hey guys, welcome back to our podcast, Holy Guoli Macaroni.
Okay, well today, welcome back to our podcast, Holy Guacamole. This is going to be the battle of all food ethnicities. If we can get Kevin, can you please bring up our computer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so going over who will be competing in the 5 ethnicities we have. We have American food, hot dogs, burgers, ballpark food. You know, maybe they're not from America, but what you're going to define as American food. Mexican food, tacos, quesadillas, burritos, Taco Bell, very authentic there. Italian, pizza, pasta, ravioli. We're cutting out Chinese. I know Kevin is hurt by that, but we're going to go Japanese food, yes.
Sushi, ramen, soba, all that.
Very good. And then last, Indian food. Not the Indian street food, really. We're talking about like naan bread, curry, chicken tikka masala. And all of those 5 will be competing in 4 different categories. Gibson, you explain the categories for us. We got
overall, healthiness, make difficulty, and best tasting.
Yes, and for the overall category, that's not just going to be enjoyment of food. It's going to be, everything. The stuff that comes with it, the stereotypes, presentation, all of them to accountability. So let's get to business.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll add a guacamole.
All right. Let's start off with American food. All right, let's talk about that. You got hot dogs, burgers, ballpark food. A lot of the American food that we typically see is not from America, but we're known for that as Americans,
We've definitely adapted it. I feel like growing up in America, obviously, American food has always had that kind of soft spot in my heart. It's a comfort food for a lot of people. It's just what you're used to. It's nice, simple, usually unhealthy, but always fills that void. And I think it's very fitting for sporting events, all that kind of stuff. And on the making difficulty, I'd say it's one of the easier ones. It's not hard to grill a burger. A hot dog is super easy. Half the time they're already cooked for you. Just gotta stick it in the microwave.
True.
I would dare I consider soda an American food. I think soda is universal, but I think majority of like soda we think about, Coke, Dr. Pepper, all that is consumed here in America.
Oh yeah.
And I would consider that, and that's a very easy thing. You can go out and get that anywhere.
Now, would you say that nachos are more of American food or Mexican? Because you can have them at sporting events. Some basketball nachos.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna get controversial here with this. I think nachos originally are they're definitely a Mexican food.
Yeah.
But I think the way that you imagine nachos are very Americanized, like what we have at ballparks and stuff. That's not real queso cheese. That's just like some nacho cheese that we've, put together, and we put pulled pork, you put whatever you want on it. And I think that's kind of gone more the American route. I think it's kind of like pizzas, for example, originally an Italian food, but we put, like whatever you want on them nowadays.
That's true.
Pineapple on pizza, all that, that's something controversial too. I would say. True.
Which brings us into our next topic, Mexican food. You got tacos, quesadillas, burritos, all of that.
Love Mexican food. Who doesn't like good Mexican food?
Dude, I love Mexican food.
It's always, I think Mexican food is probably one of the tastiest ones, and it's super easy for all ages. I know a lot of picky eaters won't eat Japanese food, etc., but like cheese, rice, and beans, dude,
for real.
Anybody would eat that. I think it's one of the better overall foods. But then again, where are you defining Mexican food? Are we talking authentic, or are we considering Taco Bell, for example? Not very authentic, but still a good soul food and Mexican heart.
That's true. I would say authentic. A lot of times, something weird. Have you ever been to like a Mexican restaurant and you see, for whatever reason, they have like corn dogs on the kids menu?
I do. That is alarming, man. If your kid won't eat the place you're going to, don't go there, man. We need to expand your palate.
Expand
your palate. Yes. It's racist.
Eat it into him. Italian food.
Italian, yes. Okay, Italian is so wide and been so Americanized. I think authentic Italian food, not a lot of people really even have the experience to eat. Because subs, for example, I think originally Italian, but most of the time.
Gotta get that meatball sub.
Yeah. Italian food, if you really think about it, is in just about anything. Pizza's so common, birthday parties. Pizza's the GOAT for birthday parties. Nice to feed big groups, but also good. Nobody hates pizza.
Pasta, simple to make.
Pasta, yeah.
So good.
So versatile. Any sauce you want. You get a barbecue pasta. It'd probably not be good, but you can, fettuccine Alfredo, ravioli, everything. Italian food is a really good contender. I'm trying to think. I wouldn't say it's the tastiest though. If I'm being honest with you.
It's kind of bland, not gonna lie, actually. If you think about it, Alfredo sauce, not the most.
I think flavor-wise, if you're thinking like seasoning and flavor-wise, it's really not that big of a contender. It's more of a mellow kind of category, which isn't a bad thing. I don't want always something super crazy, but Italian food definitely isn't the craziest tasting.
I say something that is craziest tasting is Japanese food. You got the crazy palettes on there.
Yes. I mean, like wasabi, first time having wasabi, dude.
Dude, I love me some wabi-sabi.
Bro. It's a crazy experience though. Wasabi, you can't prepare for it. They tell you it's weird and spicy, but it's like totally different.
It's actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm. And then getting over your fear of eating raw fish, if you're scared of that, that's also crazy. I think Japanese food is a venture way you really got to make into. You don't just feel comfortable doing it, and once you do try it, you either hate it or love it. There's no in between.
It's true. The only bad thing is like the prejudice against it with like all the Discord mods and all that.
Yes.
Being smelly people.
Yep. There's definitely stereotypes that come with it, and I guess that can turn some people away from it in a way.
That's true.
Like, oh, that's so weird food. I don't want to eat this because this guy eats it, and that guy might be kind of creepy. I think it's a very. I would say it's going to be one of the top contenders. We'll definitely come back around to it for healthiness. I think like the broth and ramen and all that. If you're sick and you want a soup, I think that's one of the best options.
Dude, and Japanese, like Asian people, like live so much longer because their diets are just so much better. You got like rice and fish and like seaweed and all that stuff.
Very healthy, very organic. Not a lot of processed stuff.
No,
a lot of it's natural. Props to them.
All right, and the next is Indian food, possibly one of the biggest sleepers.
Yes.
Sleeper builds.
If you haven't had good Indian food, you're missing out. You really gotta know your spots. You can't go to some fake. It's gotta if they're not of the culture, don't go there.
No.
It's really not.
Yeah, you got like naan bread and curry and tikka masala. A lot of people associate curry with Japanese, I found out.
Yes, but it's not. It is an Indian food at heart. I think the curries are very different. Indian food is definitely the most flavorful. Yeah. Very spice heavy, very spicy. If you get it spicy, I mean, Indian food will knock your socks off, man.
For real.
It'll also empty you out, if you know what I mean. You got to be careful.
That's true.
It's a lot of.
It's another reason why Mexican can be so dangerous sometimes.
Yes, those two are ticking time bombs. There's always actions for your consequences.
True. Remember that, guys.
Consequences for your actions. Sorry, I
spoke.
I think Indian food. Okay, see if you agree with me though. I think Indian food is something I wouldn't want to eat every day. If I had to eat something every day, I don't think I would always want Indian food because it is true. It's always chicken based and very heavy. And I think obviously there's a lot more, and I'm sure I'm not a professional. I don't know every single Indian food, but I think the majority of Indian food is very similar based. It's different seasonings and stuff, but for the most part it's like a sauce and a chicken, usually rice and naan bread.
Speaking of chicken, would you classify fried chicken as American?
I would. I feel like a lot of the big fried chicken companies that like originally started fried chicken here in America.
KFC, Popeyes. Which is better, KFC or Popeyes in your opinion?
Honestly, I gotta go KFC. I think chicken-wise, they're pretty even, but service-wise, I've never had good service at Popeyes. When have you ever went there and got your food fast? Or the right order, matter of fact?
Dude, they always take so long, and then they come out, but they give you freebies. Like one time I went to Popeyes, they just like gave me like a handful of like free apple pies and all that.
I can't say I've ever had the same. I've never had a good experience there. I have to order it online so you don't have to deal with the people.
It's true.
To be honest, they're just rude. But it's not whatever that girl, that Popeye, it's not Miss Popeye's fault. It's just what it is. The chicken's good.
Are we going to get into ranking now?
Yes. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll rank them 1 through 5 in each category.
All right.
Starting, let's do best tasting, which this is very subjective, but it's not going to be one specific food in each. It's going to be overall, like thinking of all the different foods.
That's true.
Which one you think would be the best in said overall.
Let's start off with American, since it's first on the list. All right, what's your opinion on that? What do you rank it? I rank it a solid 3.
I think that's a great place to put it. I don't think American food is doing anything crazy, but I also don't think it's doing too much. Maybe I'm just used to it, but I think 3 is a great spot. I agree totally there.
It's true. Have you ever had a Mississippi pot roast?
I have not.
Pulled pork, so good.
Oh, pulled pork. Barbecue. American barbecue is great.
Oh, yeah.
I think there's really strong contenders in there, but then also you got some stuff that just isn't quite up to par with some other stuff. Like,
it's true.
Shoot. I hate chili, personally. I think American chili, not my favorite. I'm not huge on like campfire foods, which I think are very Americanized. Not my favorite.
Baked beans, how do you feel about that?
Oh, no bueno.
I feel like chili and sometimes like baked beans, I feel like they're only good if your family's making it. If other people are making it, like, it's not good. You can't have it good, you know?
Mm-hmm. I think 3 is an amazing place for best tasting for American. I'm American at heart, and that kind of hurts me. That's not up there, but it is what it is. I think it's a great place. Okay, Mexican.
Dude, for best tasting though, you got like chicken fajitas and all that. Salsa.
I think
this is a hard one, honestly.
This is, because the other ones are great too. Like, I love all of the foods. I just love eating, but it's 4 seems too low, 2 seems too high.
But 5 seems like it's reaching a little bit, you know?
I think, honestly, I'm going to have to say 4.
Yeah.
I love Mexican food, and I think it's so good. But I feel like a lot of Mexican food is like the same 3 ingredients for the most part. There's a lot of beef, beans, rice, cheese. I feel like a lot of Mexican foods are similar in what they're made out of, and I think that kind of holds it back from having... There's no Mexican food that I think would surprise me, really.
That's true, but honestly, I feel like 5. If you go to an authentic Mexican restaurant, you sit down, you talk to the people there, like the waiters will like always want to talk to you, the waiters and waitresses. Like every time, like I'm always like, I feel like I have to like leave a tip because they're like, the service is just so good at Mexican restaurants. I've never had an outstanding service at other places other than a Mexican restaurant.
We're talking about best tasting, though.
That's true, best tasting.
And are you saying 5 is in the best or the worst?
5, like they're the best.
Oh,
best
I'm doing it backwards, if I'm being honest. I was thinking 1 is the best.
Oh.
So yeah, I think
really?
1 should be our top contender, 5 be our worst, which I was putting 4 below American food.
Oh, shoot, man.
I think we're thinking opposite ways here. Let's come back to Mexican. Let's rank the others and we'll fill in the spots. Okay, Italian, like I said, not the most flavorful overall, but very nice. Love bread.
That's true.
Bread is a huge part of almost any food, and that's Italian at heart. Pizza, so versatile, one of the most versatile foods.
I would honestly say, because I didn't know about like the ranking system, right? I want to come back to American. I want to drop it down 1.
To 4 and Mexican in 3rd?
Mexican 3rd. And then, oh shoot. Actually, no. Italian 3rd. Mexican 2nd. Trust.
Okay, I actually agree with that. American here in 4th, 3rd Italian, 2nd Mexican.
Yeah.
So we have 1st and 5th left for Japanese and Indian food.
That's true.
Best tasting. Okay,
Two
I'm
Asian
going to
countries.
take a hot take. I think Japanese is going to go 5th. I think I love Japanese food, but I'm thinking on the behalf of everybody, the percentage of people that like it versus don't like it, I think it's higher that people don't like it, just because it's so, especially as an American, it's so much different than we have. And I think if I'm trying to stand for other people, not just myself, it has to go in 5, just because of the amount of people that just can't quite get comfortable eating it yet.
That's true. I'd say, but this is best tasting, not like overall like population stuff.
Well, I'm just saying best tasting for the population. I'm just trying to keep it out of just our 2 views, because I feel like that's very subjective. We both are in Japanese, so.
That's true. But I feel like, I honestly say Japanese is 1, because I love like all that food. I'm not like a Discord mod, but like, you know, I love me some good ramen, some good sushi, you know, honestly, like Japanese food is so good and tasting, and like you don't feel bad about it when you're eating it, you know.
I guess I'm gonna have to disagree. I'm still gonna stick mine at 5. I'm gonna put Indian food at 1. I think we have different opinions on Indian food. I've always loved it. It's been I go there for birthdays a lot, to an Indian place or whatever, and it always, I don't know, it sits you in your stomach well. The warmth, it makes me feel so good.
I haven't had Indian food that much. I wish we had like actual food that we could eat with us on here. That'd be so cool.
They cut the budget, Kevin.
Cut the budget.
Too expensive.
Stupid Kevin, bro.
It's like 25
we
cents.
cut his food.
Okay, next category. Let's go to making difficulty. Now, I'm no cook, but I can appreciate making stuff. Taking culinary classes, I've made mac and cheese before.
For real?
So I can appreciate some that. Okay, let's go American first in the making difficulty. I'd
put that at 1.
I think so too. I'm
That's
trying to think
easy.
of.
It's quick.
Most of it's cooked. You can get it from the store easy.
True.
I don't think there's any difficulties there.
Sam's Club has the frozen hamburgers and stuff that my family buys sometimes.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's an easy one there. Mexican food?
I'd say that's 4 because you have to like prepare everything.
Do you?
I mean, if you think about it, because
other than boiling pasta, most of the stuff you buy in cans. To be honest with you.
I'm talking about Mexican.
Oh shoot! I was looking at Italian. Yeah, Mexican.
Mexican's pretty easy, pretty hard to make actually.
Yeah, I
you have to,
agree.
Like, blend the spices and the salsa, and like it takes hours. And it's amazing food, but like if you're making it at home, it's hard to make.
Quality takes time.
True.
And I agree. I think 4 is a good spot. I don't think it's the hardest, and you could buy like taco shells and stuff like that. You don't have to make all of it from scratch. Now, granted, if you were making all of these from complete scratch here, this would be a different story. I think Mexican might be even the top.
Yeah.
But if we're talking about store, realistically, nobody's going to be making a full Mexican feast from literally like flour and corn and make their own tortillas, and it's just not realistic. We're going to keep it real here. Now, Italian.
That's a solid. Okay, so 2 is American, 4 is Mexican.
No, we put 1. American's 1.
Oh,
4.
yeah.
I think Italian's second for me.
I'd say, Italian's pretty easy to make because you'll just pizza, pasta, all that. Just boil the water, really.
Yep, and I mean pizza's pretty easy, man. It's just dough, sauce, cheese, and put whatever you want on it, and just let it bake.
Domino's, I know all about it.
I worked at Incredible Pizza.
Yeah.
We're both professional pizza peoples, and I mean, other than cooking, that's really all it is. A lot of it is pretty organic. Just cook it or boil it, and for the most part, the sauce making is there, but I feel like a sauce is easier to make than like something else for etc.
Now, Japanese. How do you feel about that?
I got to go 5. I think that's the hardest to make, in my opinion. Ramen isn't too hard to make, but I'm thinking what instantly comes to my mind is sushi. And I mean, there's literally chefs specifically for sushi because you got to know how to roll it. You got to know where to cut the fish. You got to know. There's a lot of aspect into it. I know it's not an easy thing. I've seen the ASMR videos and people making sushi and stuff, and it's like.
It's true. Honestly, for me, I'm going to rearrange my ranking. I know I do that a lot. Mexican goes up to 3rd, right?
Yep.
And then you got to get Japanese in 4th.
So you're going to put Indian food in 5th?
Yeah.
Most difficult?
Yeah.
I'm going to stick to mine, and I think definitely Indian food's going to go my other slot, my 3rd, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's not hard. I think chicken is easy to cook, and the sauces are kind of hard. They're very spice heavy. It's hard to get the ingredients for, but at the end of the day, it's not too hard. The bread, making that might be difficult. I think you should just buy that, honestly. Not quite as authentic, but I think Indian food's going to go 3rd for me. I think that's a great place for it to be.
All right, let's do healthiness, right?
What did you say? 20 minutes? We've been recording for 20 minutes?
Oh, shoot, bro.
Okay,
let's speed this up.
Let's get to the overall category here. We're going to wrap this up here.
Yeah, screw healthiness. Healthiness can go into overall.
Yeah, we'll account for that. Okay, so overall,
healthy punk.
Overall, this is going to be very hard. I'm just going to straight up eliminate ones I don't think will get it. I don't think American's going to be overall the best.
No.
It's a great food. I'm going to put it at 3rd. I think that's a great place to respect America. It's got good heart, and it takes a lot of other foods and makes them better, in my opinion. I agree. But I don't think it's the best.
Italian, let's say 4th for Italian.
4th, very good. And like I said, all these foods are great.
Oh, yeah.
They're all great, but you can't.
I know I've been hating on Indian food. I would smash some Indian food right now. That does
sound so good.
All right. So, Mexican, for me, it's got to be... Actually, no, we'll come back to Mexican. Japanese, 2nd.
I'm okay with that.
I'd say this is something that you're going to fight me on. I'm going to say Mexican for 1st and then put Indian food at 5th.
Okay, I'm going to put Indian 4th, 5th Italian. And I can't do Japanese at first. I just can't do it. It's something I just couldn't do every day.
Got to seem too weebish, you know. Can't seem
kind of out.
It's good food.
I'm gonna go Mexican first. Honestly, man, I haven't really talked about it that much, but I'm just thinking, you know, I love a burrito. One of my favorite fast food places is Qdoba. That's way better than Chipotle, by the way.
It's true.
But I absolutely love. I know that's not super authentic, but a burrito is originally a Mexican food, and going to authentic places, fajitas, all that. I think it's the most flavorful and best bang for your buck too. It's not expensive. Great servers. There's chips before guacamole, all the big things. I mean, I think it's got to be my number one.
Speaking of guacamole, that's the name of our podcast.
Holy guacamole.
And with that ranking, that concludes our podcast on our segment of Chief TV.
Yes, thank you guys very much for joining us.
Thank you guys.
We'll catch you again talking about something else.
Maybe. All right, see you guys.